Hi everyone, and yeah, Happy New Year. I completely forgot about this channel, kind of. So I think I missed um, three weekly instants. I mean, I was at home for Christmas, and it would have been difficult, but still, um, not a good excuse. I will pay attention more in the future. This will be weekly instant 241, and for now, I'm not streaming. I should do that more regularly and kind of probably at more predictable times to get some more viewers going on. My partner has 6 card clubs. I'm not in love with my hand, but it's still a 14 count. And I have a spade stop with the option of ducking once. That's also important sometimes in a stop, that you know that you will be able to duck once or whatever. In this case, it's not too important. The only annoying thing is that this diamond lead now forces me to take the ace. Ah, no, it doesn't force me. Right. Okay, so I can take. Yeah, so the thing is, so what's the thing? If diamonds and clubs behave, sorry, if clubs behave, then I have no problem. I just have 10 tricks and I can basically concede because they will take ace king of hearts and the ace of spades. Um, Probably even more if East gets in first, then East can play a spade through. So that's the easy part. Now the hard part is if clubs are 4-1, then I need a late entry to dummy. Now the issue is that probably East has the jack, if anyone has jack fourth, and for that I would need to take a first round finesse, which is just completely unrealistic. So I can take this. So if I take this in my hand and I play 2 rounds of clubs and I see that they're 4-1, then at least I still have that entry, but then I will only have 6 tricks, so I think I'm kind of lost either way. But just for my peace of mind, I can test clubs first, and the jack falls from east. That's interesting. So basically now I'm called. Um, that was just a kind of a false card from east, and the thing is, I don't even have enough good discard from my hand, so I have to just completely strip my hand because those hearts were too slow. So whenever you have slow values in a suit, it's difficult to keep them when you're squeezed or when you're squeezing yourself. I guess it would have been better to play to keep a heart and exit with a keep 2 spades and exit with a heart, but it wouldn't have mattered either way. It's a pretty bad score. Oh. Well, let's check one of these. Oh, I guess it's some people went through 2-no trump, and then Wesley's a spade. But why would you go through? Okay, so hook 1-2-3 made it on the same lead. Okay, you just play diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. I guess you can hope that West keeps a stiff heart and the ace queen of spades. Yeah, that definitely makes more sense. I should have tried it. West doesn't need to do that, of course. West should throw the queen of spades there, but it can't hurt to try. So this is actually my fault. One club buy will double. 2-no trump is a good raise, right? Good raise in clubs. Now they're off to some kind of weird minor contract. 5 clubs. Okay. Don't quite think they will make, but doubling is very amateurish bid. Double is not a bid, it's a call, but you know what I mean. Yeah, okay, well, I have an obvious lead. Wow. This is very strong there. So let's just try to think of the hand for a second. So West took the ace. I have 13, dummy has 12. It's 15, and East also has about 12 or 13. So my partner has about 2. It could be like the king of spades, that would be awesome, but ace was taken and my partner's 6 doesn't mean anything. It should mean attitude, but in fact you could even argue that you should throw the king if you have it, because I obviously have the jack and the third round is not so important anymore. But okay, let's see if I can count out the hand a bit. I'm honestly even surprised that my partner followed suit the first round. Let's see if... Wow, so East has only 4 clubs. East has only 4 clubs. And the 3 spade bid was asking for a stop, I guess. So my partner should have the king of spades if I'm right. But then how did East get so high with so little? That's the interesting part. Well, there's no rush in opening up any of these suits, right? They will not go on anything. Well, I guess East, if East had king queen of spades or something, or if East had like high spades, then the heart would go on spades. But I know for a fact that they don't have it, because can I be thrown in spades or something? Yeah, but my partner has something in spades, right? So the king, exactly. Now heart will should take it down too. 4, 3 diamonds, 4 clubs. Well, I mean it doesn't matter, but there's no more trumps. East doesn't have any more trumps anyway, so very weird bidding and very high. Somehow they get into some kind of misunderstanding there. Just 4-3-3. I guess we got the good result because I guess some people didn't double, which is honestly a little crazy, but even though the ones who did maybe only defeated it once. And diamond, 1 heart, 2 hearts. I don't really know. I usually accept game tries. I usually find game tries to be a bit dumb, but okay, that's just a personal preference, I guess. Now this game doesn't look so good anymore. And there's no reason to play the jack. And because the trumps are so awkward, well, okay, so I need to play, so I will lose 1 spade, that's a given. 1 spade and 2 clubs, so I need to play diamonds and hearts for no losers. Diamonds you can play for no losers in 2 ways. Load the jack and the ace, hoping for a doubleton king onside, or run the queen immediately, hoping for a doubleton 10 offside. I can also play the double finesse, hoping for king 10 onside, but I think doubleton 10 offside is more likely. No, those two are actually the same. Now, what's the difference? The difference could be a stiff king. A stiff 10 you pick up with running the queen. I think I'm gonna run the queen. And because trumps are so awkward, I need to take a first round finesse like this. Okay, I guess it's a better idea to run it now, when I still have some trump entries there. That's very weird. What? Are you guys serious? No, I can ruff the club here, and I'm making, but I guess it was hard to quote-unquote see that Declare has long diamonds, but I mean, they should have long diamonds, shouldn't they? I don't know. Normally, I mean, there's like literally, I've played against, with all due respect, I've played against very bad players, very weak bridge players, but they would instantly play a club once they see. I mean, first of all, West would have taken the queen, but East would have played another club for sure. Once you see that Declare asks for the king and West takes the ace. You have to double with this. It's a little awkward, but you can't just pass with an 18 count. Maybe 1-0 trump was an alternative, but okay, that's a pure top. That's always nice to have a pure top, and I'm relatively good here, 77.4. 3 clubs should show some extras. I don't quite know how many extras. 2-no trump is a bit too strong, right? I'm gonna underbid. It's not my favorite thing to do, but well, I'm gonna double and hope that my partner... What? Guys, what are you doing? I don't know. I mean, maybe they're making, but... Seriously? Okay, so my partner had 6 clubs. That's great. Which means that I only have 3 defensive tricks. Okay, how did the bidding go? My partner didn't promise anything. And Declarer thinks they have 18 to 22. That's slightly disturbing, definitely. So if I just take all my tricks, then it's not gonna take me anywhere, right? Declare, I mean, they could play like this from ace jack third, for example, setting up a diamond discard. But like, how important can the diamond discard be? Probably not too important, honestly. So let's just try to force Declare as much as we can. So my partner only had 1 heart. That means that Declare had 7. 7-0 3-3 maybe. Are we getting a slow diamond trick? But I think the answer is no, right? Or what's going on? Well, they got a low. What? My partner just gave up spade control. It's the one thing that my partner wasn't supposed to do, and then they're just going down, right? This is another one of those hands where, I mean, maybe I signaled something, but it's just something that should never even cross anybody's mind. Not keeping length with dummy, right? In spades. Like a human being would never give up anything like that, but okay. Yeah, well, this is done. I mean, after this, the hand is over, but I think what they mean is that you can always finesse against the jack of diamonds, but that's not what happened here. So okay, what's going on? Yes. Okay, so this is the one where, I mean, you're just giving up. You're just completely giving up. Here, let's say you played like this, right? Diamond. Another club, doesn't matter. Club, club, club. Rough. And now you need to do something. Or am I just wrong here? Because yeah, I mean, whenever you're there, you can take the five. I know, but you can always finesse against the jack, but you don't know that it's there, right? So how did it work here? Ah, well, actually, that seven doesn't matter at all, right? The seven of spades. In this case, it got high, but otherwise, yeah, the diamonds are high already. So I'm sorry about this interlude. It's not too important. One club. I always have this kind of optimistic idea of just showing my longest minor and dealing with the uncomfortable rebids if they come up, and hope that they don't. And if they do come up, then I would argue that you usually find a decent reply anyway. Decent rebid. Or decent reply to the problem, let's say. Okay, they're giving me this. They're solving the diamond suit for me, which is nice. I took the 10 there just to force out the jack if it's there, and if not, then well, it didn't actually matter too much. Actually, I could have played low. I thought maybe I need to unblock, but it's probably not the case here. Okay, this is a typical dummy reversal hand where you could just rough a bunch of clubs here, rush a bunch of hearts here. And just as I said that, I took a club from the short side that would be it will become the long side. So actually, it's not the way you should play it if you want to play for a dummy reversal. But in this case, it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna cross rough everything. You're gonna lose a spade from dummy and otherwise cross rough. So we are actually, I didn't even give up a rough slough, but everything was high already, so it didn't matter. 78. So, well, I was gonna say back above 50, but we were at 57, which felt like under 50 in context. 1 heart, I will double this as well. And so apparently double just means nothing. Well, okay, so let's just double then. Double just shows the exact same hand I had before. It just shows that I don't want to defend, which I don't. Nothing particularly about my hand, but it's just I don't like defending with Gib. So they have a 9 card fit, we have a 9 card fit, but the difference is we are playing in a 7 card fit, which is always awkward. They cannot really hurt us directly, but I mean by shortening declarer, which is north here, but it still doesn't mean that I shouldn't play trumps. Well, maybe now so what was going on? East opened, right? East opened, I doubled, West raised. Yeah, so if they get in, they can play like 2 rounds of trumps and start playing on hearts. Okay, we are non-vulnerable, so it means that it's okay to go down a few. If I play spades now, that's very dangerous, right? Well, at least from this side. I don't know. I don't need to finesse, right? These are super awkward hands. I don't really even want to try to solve them because okay. Yeah, that sucks. West has the short hearts and East has long spades, so I was thinking of playing a club there, but I think I'm going down 5, or although East probably still has a diamond, right? So it's down 4, but down 4 is obviously too much. Even down 3 was bad, but okay. I mean, of course, we would ideally want to play in clubs, but it's hard to find. So my partner, well, maybe my partner should beat 4 clubs with that, because I obviously don't have 4 spades, so I'm looking for something else. Well, I mean, all that isn't to say that my double made sense or anything. I just found it funny that you can double and not promise anything, so I thought, why not? Okay, we're in 2 hearts now. It's a much better contract than the previous one. No opposing bidding. Okay. Maybe starting with diamonds makes the most sense here. In some rare occasions, like if they switch to something here, well, which they didn't, but if they had switched, then I had a chance to get rid of the spade. West has 5 spades. It's somewhat weird. Five spades. Didn't overcall. Had what? Oh, had only the 10, right? The East started with Queen Jack tied, if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking of roughing because otherwise it's hard to get here. Yeah, let's just play it kind of the boring way. And now try a club up. Yeah, that's pretty smart what they're doing. They're not beating me though, because... Although, are they not? What's this? The 7 is still out. Very poorly played overall. Or was the 7 played by West? I'm going crazy here. Anyway. 7 was played by East the first round, apparently. Okay. I should pay more attention to this. 1 spade. I wish I could double, but I can't. I wish I could bid 2 diamonds, but I basically never do it on a 5-3-3-2. It's just pretty terrible overall. Yeah, sure, a hard discard, but like, how many hearts will they have? Was this 9 really high? Oh, I should have paid attention, I guess. Should have paid attention. No hard throw and... I mean, just in case East runs out of trump somehow, but I mean, I think they still have a trump, yeah, exactly. And the heart. 53.6. Okay, so it was a good start, but yeah, it was brought down by boards 4 and 6. Board 4 was somewhat crazy. Of course, East there's really no reason at all why East should be that strong, but okay. My partner bid 2 clubs, which I disagree with, but that's another thing. Yeah, you should bid 1 spade with that, despite the fact that you're weak and that you have a 6-card minor. Majors are more important than minors, so you have to do it. I can understand why you would do it with a 6-4 and such a weak hand, but overall it's not enough to overturn the common wisdom, in my opinion, but okay. And then East's 2 hard bid already showed some extras, and then the 3 hard bid even more extras, which is just a little bit crazy. And then basically there was nothing we could have done about it. Board 6 is basically all my fault. I doubled, which is fine, and then I should just shut up, even though the double apparently doesn't show anything extra or less than extra or anything. It just shows the exact same hand. But yeah, whatever. So given all that, it's not such a bad result. But yeah, I could have gotten more. Oh well, yeah. See you around.